In this video, we'll be taking a look at one college football game happening on November 17, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for this one college football game. So 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one college football game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. SMU versus Tulane. There's only one college football game on the docket, and it's an American Athletic Conference clash with some intrigue down in the Bayou. The Southern Methodist University Mustangs travel to the Big Easy to play the Tulane Green Wave at Ullman Stadium on Thursday evening. SMU comes in off a 41-23 road win over South Florida Saturday, covering the 17.5-point line in the process. Tulane came up on the short end of a 38-31 home decision to UCF Saturday, losing outright as a 1-point favorite. In the all-time series between the programs, the Mustangs own a 15-13 advantage and have won the last 7 meetings. That includes a 55-26 home victory in the most recent matchup on October 21, 2021. Both teams are in fighting places in the American Athletic Conference. Tulane is 5-1 and on paper tied for first in conference play, and SMU is tied for second place wins versus losses with Houston. In reality, UCF now leads the American Athletic Conference. These last 2 weeks will shake out leaders and competitors, so this game is critical. The SMU Mustangs will look to build on their 41-23 win over USF last time out. Tanner Mordecai has thrown for 2,780 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions on 63.3% passing, while Tyler Lavine has a team-high 405 rushing yards with 7 touchdowns, while Velton Gardner has 364 rushing yards, and Cameron Wheaton and Trey Siggers each have 200-plus rushing yards and a combined 6 touchdowns this season. Rashee Rice leads SMU in receiving with 77 grabs for 1,167 yards and 9 touchdowns, while Jordan Curley has 22 grabs for 448 yards and 4 scores. 4 more Mustangs have at least 200 receiving yards as well on the year. On defense, Jimmy Phillips Jr. has a team-high 58 total tackles, while Nelson Paul has a team-high 5 sacks, and Nick Roberts has a team-high 3 interceptions this season. The Tulane Green Wave will be out to rebound from a 38-31 loss to UCF in their last game. Michael Pratt has thrown for 2,079 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions on 65.5% passing, while Tyee Spears has 875 rushing yards and a team-high 10 rushing touchdowns. Jaquan Jackson has a team-high 421 receiving yards, while Shee Wyatt has 416 receiving yards with 3 touchdowns, and Deuce Watts has a team-high 27 catches for 410 yards and 5 touchdowns. On defense, Dorian Williams has a team-high 84 total tackles, while Tulane's defense as a whole has 14 sacks and 8 interceptions this season. SMU is 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games overall, and 6-14 against the spread in their last 20 games in November, while the under is 5-1 in their last 6 games following a win. Tulane is 26-10 against the spread in their last 36 home games and 10-2 against the spread in their last 12 games overall, while the under is 5-0 in their last 5 games following a loss. On Thursday night, all college football eyes will be on Tulane and SMU, the only college football game on the docket. SMU comes into the game hot, winners of 3 straight. Their 2 conference losses came to the other top teams, Cincinnati and UCF. Tulane comes into the game at 8-2 overall, and they suffered a setback last week against UCF. It was their only conference loss to date, though, and they still control their own destiny if they can hold serve against SMU and beat Cincinnati in what will amount to a play-in game for the conference championship. First things first though, as SMU is no pushover. Hopefully, everyone knows about the SMU offense by now. The Mustangs force people into track meet games, and they escalate the scoring quickly. The wildest of those games was against defensive-minded Houston, where the score was a comical 77-63 in the end. The Mustangs' Tanner Mordecai threw for a whopping 9 touchdowns that day. We know what SMU wants to do. What they do poorly is play defense. They are not good on that side of the ball at all. And what of Tulane? They are exactly the opposite. They are a defense-first team. They would rather play a game in the 20s, but when they have faced higher-octane offenses this year, Tulane has proven that they can keep pace. I expect Tulane to move the ball with relative ease against a generous SMU defense, and I think they will get just enough out of their defense to secure the win. The SMU defense, by the way, ranks well outside of the top 100 in terms of rushing yards allowed, and Tulane loves to hand the ball to Tyee Spears. He should have a monster day. Playing at home helps, and so does the extra motivation of knowing that a New Year's Six bowl game is not yet out of their reach. I get the case to be made either way here, as this is a look-ahead spot for Tulane with their title hopes likely hanging in the balance in next week's game against Cincinnati. However, Tulane can't afford to let this be a look-ahead spot as they need to win here to make next week mean anything, and while SMU's been solid offensively in recent weeks, this is going to be the stiffest defense they'll have faced in a while, especially pass defense. All in all, I believe that Tulane wakes up and gets the job done here. So the Tulane Green Wave to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Tulane's defense had an off week playing against the Knights last week, but have one of the best defenses in the country and certainly the American Athletic Conference. The Green Wave defense allows 19 points per game, ranking it 17th in the FBS. In passing yards, the Tulane defense is ranked 12th at 175.5. In total yards, the Green Wave is ranked 20th at 324 yards allowed per game. The trend suggests strongly this will be an under game, as under is 5-0 in the Green Wave's last 5 games following a straight-up loss, and under is 6-1 in the Mustangs' last 7 road games. I believe that this total number is pumped up a little bit too high, and it is probably in response to the 140-point game SMU played 2 weeks ago with Houston. When SMU has played the better defensive teams, however, such as UCF and Cincinnati, the game has stayed under this total, and they have not yet gotten to 30 points. Tulane, for their part, prefers to run the ball and trust their defense. Since the Tulane secondary should be the best pass defense SMU has faced all year, I think there is reason to expect SMU to be stymied a bit. Don't go into this game expecting a lot of punts, but every punt we get will move us a little bit closer to being safe on this pick. Let's trust a good defense and a motivated Green Wave team in this one, as Tulane is about to hit the defensive brakes. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.